G'day everybody, it's Jake Templeton here, Paralympic swimmer from Australia, and today I'm going to be taking you through a 6-minute home activation style workout which is specific to swimming, but all the exercises can be included in a general movement wellness program which can be performed daily or as part of your strength and conditioning workout as well. So the first exercise out of 8 is the cat camel. So on all fours, rounding through the spine, and then really opening up through the spine. So flexion extension of the spine and trying to really open up the muscles and activate those muscles around the spine there. So let the head move with the spine. So when we're in this movement, we'll gaze up a little bit, and as we round the spine, we want to try and drop the head down as well. So let the head follow what the back is doing and really try and open up a little bit more with each rep. So every exercise is performed for 40 seconds, 5 seconds rest to quickly move to the next movement. And the second one here I've called the yoga style hip opener. There's a few names for this one, but I'll keep it quite basic. So in this one, we're just trying to open up the hips as much as possible. Get that rotation a little bit through the back as well. And to do this, we'll try and keep the hands on the ground. I've included a bit of a, bring the leg forward here as well, just to get a little bit more, maybe a little bit more of a sweat up. Get the muscles of the thigh moving as well and the hip flexors there as just before we open them up. So in backstroke and freestyle in particular, we need that rotation, but in swimming in general, we want to have nice and loose hips, nice and flexible and mobile through there. Obviously not too much because we want to try and maintain that little bit of strength as well, but and that's the same for this third exercise here, where we're just trying to open up the rotator muscles of the hips. Now, I'm definitely not a great breaststroker, but this is a great warm-up or activation style movement that you can do before swimming breaststroke if you're into breaststroke, or if you're going to be performing that as part of your workout. But in general, this will be great for opening up the hips, and the inside leg each time is the one that you'll be stretching. So just by moving through that stretch, maybe hold it for a second. We don't want to do static stretching too much before performing a workout. We'll lose our strength and power in the workout to follow. But with this one, the inside leg will be the one that we're trying to stretch each time. So moving on to exercise number 4 here out of 8. Now, sorry, I've had to grab the ball. I've wasted a bit of time there, but instead of doing the traditional double arm medicine ball throwdown, this ball is quite heavy, so that's why I'm holding it at the top. But I've gone for the single arm medicine ball throwdown here. So see how I'm getting over the top of the ball at the top of the movement, which is similar to the freestyle stroke. You want to get over the top and pulling the arm through in a fashion that you can try and mimic freestyle as much as you can here, or butterfly, and trying to really push through and finish off the stroke. So this one's very specific, getting a bit of strength in there, getting the heart rate elevated, and maybe even getting a bit of sweat on. And ultimately, that's what we're trying to do with our activation. Get that general and also specific warm-up too. So moving on to exercise number 5 here. I've got a few different movements with this one. So I've got the out in front of your body, just that pull apart. I've called it the pull apart, and we're going to do it both ways. So with palms facing each other and then palms facing away from each other. And at the end of the rep, I've also got a bit of a wrist flexion extension as well. We want to have, nice and firm wrists when we're swimming, because that's part of the forearm where we're going to be catching the water. So I've got the overhead pull apart, in front of the body pull apart, getting that wrist flexion extension in there as well, and I've got the palms facing inwards and the palms facing outwards. So play around with that one, see what works best for you. So moving on to exercise number 6 now. So I've just got a traditional glute bridge with 2 legs, so raising until we've got that flat line from our chest until our knees, and then once we're in this position, keep the stance leg stationary and raise one leg up so it's almost like a kick. So keeping that leg straight and then lowering it back down. And then we'll do the glute bridge again, do the kick down, and then lower the hips down again. So always perform each movement in isolation here. We want to try and keep that control rather than just flowing through the whole thing without having any routine to it. So that's how that one works. That one's good for the glutes, but it's also good for that single leg control as well. So this second last exercise here, I've called it the butterfly drill. So keeping arms by side on our stomach, we want to raise the chest, raise the head as well, just like you would with butterfly. Bring the arms to the top of the stroke, And then after that, it doesn't really matter. Just let your head and chest drop back down, and same with your arms. But we just want to try and get that lift up here, little half a second or 1 second hold. Doesn't matter too much how long you hold it for, but just try and get that arch through the back, because when you do butterfly and breaststroke as well, you want to have that nice ability to extend the spine, and especially with butterfly, being able to bring the arms over, you want to promote that little bit of strength as well in the shoulders and the upper body. So moving on to the last exercise here, I've just got a plank style shoulder tap movement. So with the plank, obviously that's a bracing style core movement where we're using the core, the abdominal muscles, and by doing the shoulder tap, that encourages a bit of mobility as well, and obviously the balance. And with this one, we just want to try and stay as stationary as we can while we're lifting the shoulder tapping arm. So try and stay square. You might have to widen your legs a little bit just for that balance. Obviously the narrower our base of support, it will be a little bit harder to balance. So hope that worked, guys. All the best. Questions below if you need. Cheers.